appreciate like a human. Not so to me. Just counting, like pass the time. Just counting, like pass the time. You want to find. Appreciate like a human. Not so to me.
Hello Revv fans, this is gonna be a weird video because I literally had 4 videos planned to shoot today, which I'm doing, but then also a box came and the Revv G20 was in it, and I'm leaving to NAMM in a week, so this video needs to get done, which means we're doing a full-on amp evaluation review feature over something view with an amp that I literally have not played and have no manual for. So we're winging this, and you have to know that we are. And we're comparing it to other Revv amps, and we're pumping loads of guitars into it that are not tuned. So hopefully this will go well. It's a complex piece of gear, even though it's small. And as I will show you in the pictures that I'm throwing in, the thing that I'm most excited about is kind of stupid. It is coming in a very small traveling case, which is very nice. Is it ultra padded? No, but you're gonna take care of it anyway. But it's very cool because it's very tiny amp in this very tiny case. It's very tiny. Comes with a USB cable and some, goodies. Of course, you're gonna get that in a, case in a cardboard box. But wow, adding cases, little soft cases to the possibly D20 as well, and the G20 is a big plus, Revv. Thank you for that. So I bitched about the D20 originally not being white or other colors. I'm like, it's a clean amp. Why did you make it the black? And then they sent me one in white as a joke, and people like it. The G20 being all, it gots to be the black. So here it is. Here is the Revv. I'm sorry for the lighting because we need to. It's all black, and we're pumping loads of lights onto it. It's a very yellow kind of a picture, but that's fine. So we got input, you get that. So pretty much as the D20 is supposed to be a smaller 20 watt 6v6 version of the Dynamis series, this is from the Generator series, but in 20 watts, and I would assume, let me find out. I can only guess, but I think it's got 6v6s. We have gain, which does not apply to the blue, which in this case is the clean channel. There is no gain for the clean channel. Keep it freaking clean. I like that. So this is for the gain channel, bass metal treble. There is a wide knob, which I love on the clean channel. I literally have not even tried the drive channel. I've only gotten some levels, and that's all there is. So we're experiencing this together. I don't know what this does, but it's cool. I assume it gets the mids to be wider, but I don't know. There's a 4 watt and a 20 watt, so it's got a built-in attenuator. Volume, that's it. So here is your channel, switcheroony. Now in red, which means we're in channel 2. And as all the Revv amps, there's aggression, off, blue, and hell yeah. Pre-post is for the DI out, so you can actually circumvent the built-in power amp and use the power amp in the built-in Torpedo if you wanted that. So that's what that's for. That's only for the DI. And store, I would assume, is probably for MIDI and also maybe some of those, whatever. I don't know. What if I... look at that. Pre-post actually gets memorized when you go between different channels. That's kind of cool. So you could run your clean channel with the built-in 6v6s, whereas you can run your drive channel with 34s. but simulated ones. So that's nice. So I assume this is also for MIDI. We have headphone out, which is the coolest thing on this. It's a full tube amp with headphone out. Here's level, which applies to headphone and the DI out on the back. And here are 6 presets for virtual cabinets, but of course you can use a lot more using MIDI. So if we jump in the back, there is of course power, fuse, cabinet lighting, which means the cabinet will show you the if you have a Revv cab, it'll light up in the channel color. MIDI in, USB, it's a USB-B. Fuse, measuring points for tube changes, which is great. Mono XLR out, that's the way to go. Then there's a, what is that? There's a foot switch input for the Revv foot switch that you can get probably separately. And then you can probably store things. And there's a loop in out, which in this case I have a source audio collider in there so we can check out the loop. Then there's the speaker out. And there's a 4 and 8 ohm switch, I think. Is that correct? That is correct. There's a 4 and 8 ohm switch, and over here you can turn the speaker off completely, which I right now have done, but will of course turn it on a little bit later and pump it into real speaker as well when we're testing the in-the-room sound. Whew, we're testing the in-the-room sound with a Dixon aluminum cab, which you can see in the favorite cam right there. Dixon 212. And how are you going to hear that? It's not mic'd. I want to show you the in-the-room sound. And for that, I have the 3DO virtual head ears over there. These right here. And if you're actually putting on headphones, you'll be able to hear what I'm hearing in the room. It's freaking phenomenal. It actually works. So we got loads of things to test. Primarily heavy stuff. Does it take pedals? You're going to ask. Well, what I should tell you is, if you want a pedal amp, get the D20. Yeah, but I also have pedals. I want to know how the clean channel takes pedals. Okay, let's do it. McMully, cable. You know, it's the standard Torpedo software, which is great. We have 2 mics, levels for those, distance, you move them around, you mix them. There's a full EQ, there's a reverb, which you can turn on. But look how now it gets slowly faded in and grayed out, showing you the reverbs on and off. There is power amp simulation with different, look at that, all the different tubes. It used to be that it just circled through them. Now you can pick them. That's cool. We're going to turn that off. Here you can pick your different cabs. I have a lot of them. You can buy tons of them from the Two Notes La Boutique. But what's built in the way that I got it is a Revv 412, no reverb, Revv 412, Cathedral on. Revv 212, no reverb, Revv 212, reverb on, and Revv 112, and reverb on. So we're going to go 112 and check out some cleans. Yep, no reverb. So we're going to go, there's a Cathedral. So if you want a little bit of ambience, you can get that built in. If you go wide, it does get a lot wider. And wide off. So don't dismiss that clean channel. I'm going to put the Revv G2 on it. Let's go. No reverb from the Torpedo, but I'm turning on the collider. So different cap, 412. And then the wide off. Or the 212. Or the 212 with a reverb on it. From, yeah, see, it's lit. So, obviously those speakers are just an example. There are many more to get. So here's a little bit more modern guitar with that clean channel. So of course you can go in and move the mics around if you wanted that somehow. Don't ask me. Here we distance, more distance. It's all possible. You can move it more on axis, more off axis for this one. You know what? For a heavy ass amp, that channel will do for pedals and for the cleans that you need as a metal player. Are you still with me that this is all simulated cap? This is the amp without a cap on it. You can get these sounds live by carrying a little bag. Let's throw that software away. I will narrate it or let people know what they are listening to once they're listening to it. So that's for clean. We're gonna go 412, no reverb, and gonna turn this on. This guitar is very aggressive, you gotta know that. When I used the mayonnaise for the D20, Derek from Revv was like, "No, it's not a metal amp. I think I'm okay using this here." Am I, Derek? Okay, we're at 9, now we're gonna go to 12 on the gain. white here. Let's see what the white does. I always want to dial up the treble more. I feel like I want more treble, but that's probably more something I do on the cab than on the amp. But I can do both. Let's see what the mids do. Super effective EQ. Actually going to turn the bass down a bit. Let's see where we go with the aggression here. Quite the volume boost there with the aggression red. Can it lead? Actually, not with this guitar. So before we go and flippy flop to another amp and then kind of are done, you want metal sounds? It's got metal sounds! How can... Oh, this is where the output is. How can it handle extended range guitars? Now, this harpoon from Harpoon Guitars, no, it's an Ormsby, is extended and multi-scaled and all that. Different cab, that's the 212. I like that a bit more because it's got more of that high end. Again, the cab is 80%. Let's say 80% of the frequency response. Some kind of percentage that's high. I like that 212. Let's go to the software. Oh, wait. The different aggression settings save the preset. Did you see that? That's why they sound so different. Now all of a sudden there's reverb. All of a sudden the power amp is on. So if I'm hitting store, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Again, it helps to read manuals. Or somehow you store this. But that is really cool that you can actually have different presets based on your amp settings. Let's keep this guitar. We're gonna do the test that you wanna know what it does do. This is pretty much one of my go-to settings on the Revv 100p, right there, right there behind me. The big kahuna, one of the metal amps on the market. To compare them, we're running either the 100p or the G20, both into the AUX with a vintage 30 412, because we have to compare it with the same cab. Okay, I got it to be louder now, dialed it in just a little bit, took the 100p down. What the crap? Which one's which? This one's a little bit more dense, and that's the G20, which of course comes from the limit of 20 watts and pushing the power amp. Tonally, they're very close. The G20 is more dense. It's physics, it's the power amp. But boy, are they damn close. Plus, the G20 is this big, and it has built-in speaker simulation. So, pretty impressive. We're gonna go and now pump the G20 into the room, into the Scott Dixon 212 over there. And please put on your headphones, because we're using the 3DO virtual something ears, so you can actually hear it in the room with me. Let's see how loud that gets. Actually, let's go to clean. And we're pretty much like at 2 o'clock on the volume here. So, what do I think? Well, just like the G3 pedal took that purple channel and made it, or that Revv sound, and made it accessible to a lot of you, but didn't hit 100% the 100p or the purple channel sound from the big beast. They can't, because it is physics. Now this gets extremely close, just a little bit more dense, but it is ultra light. I'm pointing at this without you being able to see it. Hey, we have a back cam. Use that, Leslie. There you go. Right there. It is pretty damn light. It has all these features: foot switchability, MIDI, loads of cabs you can load in, presets, virtual power ampage, effects loop that works. It works as a pedal platform. It works as a clean amp. Now as an amp in a band setting. Borderline as far as volume goes. The D20 doesn't get extremely loud. This doesn't get extremely loud. It didn't kill me in the room. Can it go against a drum set? I think it can at the setting where we were, which is pretty much pushing it already. But the idea generally is plug it in, don't even use a cab. Plug it in, have a mixer in the practice room, and of course live. Use in-ears, use monitoring. This isn't necessarily an amp that will destroy your drummer or your other guitar player if he's coming with like a 50 or 100 watt amp. But it can't and it shouldn't. It's this big, and it has all these features. There is a quid pro quo kind of somewhere. Okay? See what I did there? This one absolutely earned its right to be black because it's metal, baby. It's killer. It's Revv for less money. Okay, the D20 was already great. Now you have that Revv sound. It's got that rawness, that raw ability. Check it out for yourself. I don't think you'll regret it. It's metal in a box. And thanks, Revv, for sending this. I'll see you guys at NAMM, which is probably right now as you see this video. And I'll be hanging out with my buddies from Revv and Two Notes. What a team to build this product. Come on. Thanks, Leslie, for switching. Thank you for watching. Links below, please use them. That really helps me. It really does. Also, Patreon really helps. All of this, it makes the channel possible. This was an unpaid video, but I got a Revv G20. So in a way, it was paid because I got paid in metal! Animals at the end.